Welcome to Shivering Timbers Dojo. Tonight, we're starting our deep dive into Tedori Jujitsu Green Belt Tip 3. So, Green Belt goes off of Orange Belt. We really start to see some of the counters to moves we've already learned. We learned kote hineri. We learned how to get out of kote hineri. And then, now we add some stuff to it. Same thing in Orange Belt. In Yellow Belt, we learned kote gaeshi. Also in Danzanru, we learned kata tori, the standard wrist lock. We're going to learn 3 ways to get out of it. Plus, again, as in Orange Belt, 3 ways to get out of it. Plus, a little extra. We'll put that extra into this extra. And once again, realize you can swap things around. That's the entire purpose of jiu-jitsu, how to flow from one thing to another. But right now, we're just going to demonstrate the standard, follow on, and then you can work it out from there. From the fingers, this is kote hineri hayazushi, the escape from kote hineri. So she grabs me and puts me in kote hineri. I get out, come around here and break. Other side, boom, boom to here and break. Now, let's break it down to understand what you just saw. The allergies are strong tonight. It's okay. All right. So when she puts me in kote hineri, kote hineri means forearm or curling, and hineri is to twist. And she twists and lifts up. And it really hurts. I hate that. Even her, she can make me, go ahead and make me tap. But it works. Okay. But I can't get out of it. Now, I'm not going to get out by muscling. Yeah, eventually she's going to win. Instead, I'm going to push up on my own fingers. Now, I've braced myself. I'm not worried about, and so against this, and then also, I push here and then here to really unbalance. Now, I'm spinning just for the camera. If I don't spin for the camera, here, come here. We'll show without the spin just how it looks. Boom here, boom here, boom here. That fast. But again, we're going to spin for the camera just so people can see what I'm doing. So as she comes around, I push here, and then I come right to my own hineri. As she tries to push up and come out, I lift up, I grab the thumb, and I break. Other side. So again, I push here, I'm in hineri. This is great. If she tries to do anything funny, I grab that thumb and down. So let's talk about this. We see this a lot in Green Belt, the hineri to the thumb grab. Can you go from hineri into other things? Yes, you can. I can go from hineri. We talked about this before. I put here. We can go from hineri into here and split here and come right in here. We did that back in blue belt. Why not do it here? Once again, technically, there's no limit to what you can do from any one move. So we teach, from, Green Belt tip 1 with the fingers, that's your counter. As you progress in your Juwaza, you say to yourself, couldn't I use that thing I learned earlier? Yes, you can use that thing you learned earlier. But work on this. Once you get comfortable with it, work on that. Now here's the other cool thing about why we do this thumb grab. So we've pushed up here. We're in hineri. From here, there is no counter to this. For those of you saying, she has a straight line to a strike, I'm going to break that thumb. It happens quick, it happens fast, and you do not need a lot of power to rip somebody's thumb to break it. Ask me how I know. I broke mine skiing and hitting my thumb against the mat in the same way. That way, it happens fast. And I got strong bones. I drink some milk, but that way will break your thumb. So there's no good counter to that. Secondarily, here, go ahead. So when we go to here and we go to here, right to here, from here, this is also a throw, which we'll get further into in brown belt, green belt. So, but for right now, just realize from here, when I've got this, that's it. we're done because not really a counter to that other than ha ha ha. All right. So get out of hineri as before. We put them in hineri and go straight to that thumb grip because from there, not a lot else to do other than throw them and make them regret many life decisions. Good job. From the wrist, this is kote gaeshi, hayazushi, ichi. Whether you call it kote gaeshi, whether you call it Tedori, whether you call it ikkyo, nikyo, whatever you call it, it's the standard wrist grab. She's got me. The standard wrist grab. She's got me. Haha. Okay. So there's 3 ways out of this. First way is this is much better done in the Ida. I step in, I come down, I circle around here. If they try to pull out from here, we bump, we break, we throw osotogari other side. So I moved in the Ida before she ever really locked down on my wrist. We did an entire video over how to do kote gaeshi correctly, kote correctly. Remember, they're grabbing you and locking that down because this bend locks the radius and the ulna. Now the bones can't travel over one another. Since they can't travel over one another, putting them in a position where they kind of have to creates tension and a broken wrist. When people say, oh, they're just falling for him, isn't it nice he's falling? Of course. We've discussed this. When I do this, she falls because that is the counter to not getting broken. And I'd far rather take a fall and work from there than get broken. But so she's gone too far. If she grabs me and all the way over here, I might as well just fall from this point, or do something else. But if she's grabbed me and we're going for this, I can drop this right here and boom, now I've got the elbow bridge. Oh, but I screwed it up. Okay, boom, there's the bump, there's the break, and there's the throw, sotogari. Now, once again, it's green belt. It might very well have worked on the elbow bridge. I can just go down from there. The bump, break, throw. Do you need all 3? No. Bump. When you bump, you're breaking the elbow, you can be done, if that works. Or you can just jump straight to the kote makitori in the back. Again, we teach the progression. So, she grabs me. I drop this into here. The counter to an elbow bridge is that, or the counter to an elbow bridge is also tries to, oh, look, that. So if she's doing that, I come out to the end because I don't want to get cradled. Now if I've got this, she's coming in. So once again, she's coming in. I turn and move, right? She's fighting this. How's she going to fight this? Good. So I get down. Boom, right here. How's she going to fight this? She's going to bend that up. Good. Thanks. She did the work for me. Again, when we work on the flow, it's not just, I'm doing a bunch of cool moves. Awesome. It's, I'm making her do the moves for me until we get somewhere that I want to be. So once again, she goes here and I drop this right here. If we're way down, you may have to step across and it's okay. If you got to cheat and open up a little opening, well, don't feel bad. Boom, and drop this down. If she grabs this hard, oh, yeah, that dropping elbow, there's a lot to it. You're getting out of that grip. So to here, she tries to get out, bump, break, and throw. Okay, so that is the first escape from kote gaeshi. From the wrist, this is kote gaeshi hayazushi ni. So the second escape, kote gaeshi. Okay, so once again, the very common kote gaeshi, tate tori, whatever you call it. Before, we stepped in and smack this, right? This time, we pushed down and away. We went with it. Like if they're pushing down hard and they're really to here, good. This is a good counter when we're down there and we still don't want to fall, right? So we push and now we're in kote gaeshi. Now, if they try to get into it, we do gooseneck. Reverse gooseneck, why? It's harder for her to counter the reverse gooseneck. And then if they try anything, back to that reverse armbar. Somebody said the other day, I called that a reverse armbar, and they're like, that doesn't look like an armbar to me. Okay. Reverse elbow flex. Chicken wing. Ichi. Call it what you will. You getting out of this?
Nope.
Not if I don't want you to. So here. So again, we push down to here. It looks like I'm just doing this, that I'm using the power of my mighty grip. Yeah, and again, she's really got this thing. I probably don't want to try to outpower even her. That's kind of difficult. So that no, really, hold on.
My fingers.
No, really, hold on. Oh, look. So coming here is difficult, but letting we're gonna let her power, this force, come right to here, and then back to here. Back up onto this gooseneck, this reverse gooseneck. If you forget and do this one, that's fine. She's going to try and get out, turn it around, come to here. Now again, for this, what I called a rear armbar, and somebody took offense to, rear reverse armbar, chicken wing, what do we want to call it? Catch the inside of the elbow to you, where you are strong. Catch the hand between the thumb and here, where they are weak. I'm already squishing that. She doesn't like that. As I bend this up, I pull the wrist to me. So I'm hurting the hand. I'm hurting the wrist. I'm hurting the shoulder. 3 places at once. Once again, when you start to create pain in 3 places at once, you get compliance, because if you create it in one spot, for instance, kote gaeshi, please. She's creating pain in one spot. I'm going to counter it, right? Now I'm going to create pain in 2 spots. Now I'm going to create it in 3 spots. The counter to that is, oh God, please have mercy upon my poor little soul. I have made many mistakes. You're kind of hosed at that point. So once from this way, again, push down with it. If you do in the ida, I'd never gave her a chance. If she's really cranking that thing and I'm fighting it, I might have to do it here. But if she grabs and I go fast, I've got her before she ever knows what hit her. Work your timing. Work your ida with your partners. Yes? All right, good job. From the wrist, this is kote gaeshi, hayazushi, san. So the final escape, the third escape, the final escape from kote gaeshi. One more time into the breach I go. She grabs me, kote gaeshi. Remember, we can come here. Remember, we can push down here. I got one more funny, sneaky trick. We come all the way over the top and come to here, and then come to here. Again, sorry. Gotta go easy on this. 2 here, 2 here, 2 here. All right, so let's talk about what I'm doing. Okay? Be careful with these things. They hurt rapidly and fast. They really do. Ignore me at your own peril. Okay. So she grabs. So instead of attacking this side, she's trying to protect this and moving it away, so I attack this side. Now, the easiest way to attack this side is to push my own hand down. Now, we talked about this earlier when we talked about kote gaeshi, how we brace this, boom, fight from here. Well, her hands are already crossed over one another. If I've got this brace, we done. All right? So I can reach over and grab, but she's still going to go like that. So if I want to be smart about this, and this is back to the ida. So grab me, put me in kote gaeshi. I didn't wait, so I didn't have to block my own hand. I knew what was coming, but sometimes you can see what's coming. You can see what your opponent's going to do, and if you get that opportunity, grab it. Boom! That's not in the moves. Exactly. All right. So if I don't see it in time, I brace myself and I push it over here, and then I can grab here and here, and then slide up under here. There's that thumb grab we talked about earlier. There's not much of a counter to that. Let's try the other side. So I block this and say, haha, I'm already here. So I'm going to create pain in a couple of spots. I'm going to, if I possibly can, between the index finger and the thumb, just like before, right? We squish that hand down. It's no fun. We twist the wrist in, and now we grab a pressure point. Once again, that's pressure point. Doesn't work on all people. That's okay. It works on a lot of people. It works on enough people that you should try it. If it doesn't work on them, it won't matter for that poor soul anyways, because as we come in here, I bend this. Now I want the pressure point. If I can't get the pressure point, I simply push into here, or if I have to, pull into here. I would rather, for the purposes of this move, go for this and then pull here, because what's next? Because if I come up under and pull here, oh look, I'm already here to here, right? So she grabbed, I pull to here, I pull to here. Maybe that doesn't work. Maybe I'm pulling here. Good. I'm going to shoot right up here. I'm going to grab this, and we're going to go straight down. Just whoop, there. Okay. Other side. I stop it, right? I grab right to here, right to here. Again, you can probably just, most people, that's enough. They don't want to fight no more. And we just talked about that. I just did a pressure point. What if it doesn't work? It's pain compliance. Well, what if they don't feel the pain? Good. I don't care if they feel the pain. The thumb is now your personal property. Pain, no pain. You're the guy with the thumb. All right. What has 3 thumbs and likes jujitsu? This guy. So one more time. From here, to here, to here. Grab the pressure point. If it doesn't work, try pulling this and it'll still work. And then come in. And again, you can pull this way, but if you leave the arm across their body, they could probably try and grab it and do stuff. So again, just come straight up, take it away from them, and just come straight down, and there we go. Good job. So that was Tedori Jujitsu Green Belt Tip 3 from the fingers and the wrist. When you deal with finger techniques and wrist techniques, you run into the problem that they are not the best things to use with a lot of resistance. You have to choose at what point in the move you can offer full resistance and at what point you have to dial it back. Thus is a problem with that. They are not full resistance, fully, through the way moves. Doesn't mean you shouldn't practice them. It means you should practice them more. You will have to go through them a lot to get to the point where it's muscle memory, no matter what somebody else is doing with the hinky things. And that's fine. Work on that. Work on the stepping, the moving, to get to the point where you can do these moves quick, fast, in a hurry, and also protect your, protect your partner, have them come back. You're going to see that wrist grab a lot. That's why there's 3 ways of getting out of it. That way nobody ever knows what you're going to do. And as I showed, it's all about where you are in the positioning. Are we early? Are we midway? Are we late in the game? Doesn't matter. You've got options. Also, like I said, you've got options. You can go from here to here or back around. Again, you start putting those plays together, and that is jiu-jitsu, whether you are standing or on the ground. If you still don't like this stuff, well, come into class. We'll show you why we have fun with it. Other than that, stay safe. Thanks.